Hello. My name is Dusan Nikolic, and I will be your course instructor for Linguistics 341. The reason why I'm recording these lectures prematurely a little bit is because we might end up doing this online. It was announced by the university that all the December in-person exams were canceled, and the block week in January is going to be entirely online. So I'm going to have these recordings just in case, so to get us started. So as you know, my name is Dusan Nikolic, and I will be the course instructor for Linguistics 341. I'm going to share my screen right now and go through the course outline or syllabus with you. So because I'm recording this a little bit earlier than I should, right? And I'm hoping that we will meet in person, so I will have a little bit different information for you. But for now, the information is this. My email is here. The office hours will be on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 12, if we're doing this online. So I'm repeating, if we're going through the course online, because I'm going to have office hours after each lecture, which I'm going to explain how we're going to deliver. One of the teaching assistants is Charles. The other teaching assistant, I'm not sure who it would be, because I haven't been given a name yet. I think it might be Shimon, but I'm not going to, don't quote me on that. So I'll give you the details, and you'll have the details of their office hours very soon. But one of the things I want to emphasize about teaching assistants is that if somebody is there to help you, that's teaching assistants. The meeting times will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 10:50. That's what it was supposed to be in person. However, the whole course is going to be delivered asynchronously if we're doing this, if we are transferring online. So you won't have to come to classes if we're doing this online. You won't have lectures in a traditional sense of the word. The meeting location will be Zoom with me during my office hours if you want to ask me anything about the lectures, but I'll explain that in a bit. So this is the course description, which you can read in your syllabus. The course is an introduction to phonetics of the languages of the world. We will explore this broad topic by employing phonetic transcription. So you will learn a lot about phonetic transcription, and you'll learn how to transcribe speech. And you will learn a lot about acoustic phonetics and acoustic analysis of speech. Readings, lectures, homework exercises provide a survey of the speech sounds of the languages of the world and an introduction to the basic tools of phonetic science. Why is this course important, and why does this matter for you? Well, practical training in phonetics is particularly valuable for professionals in language education, whether foreign language education, English education, or ESL. Then also for people who want to do speech pathology, for audiologists. We have received a lot of positive feedback from people who are doing audiology. And also, this course is extremely important for those people who want to do acoustics. So it's kind of an interface between acoustics and phonetics. So it's a very neat way to get into that area as well. And you've all met or encountered either Siri or Alexa. So these are speech interfaces or programmed speech recognition software which are used to help you navigate your internet online presence and online environment. And they operate basically under the principles of phonetics first and foremost, and then you get into machine learning and whatnot. So there are so many applications of this course beyond the one that is just linguistically directed. The course outcomes: student who successfully complete this course will be able to transcribe, as I said, and produce any speech sound. So we will have a lot of production exercises, but even more so transcription exercises. You will be able to identify the articulatory features of any speech sound and be able to record speech with the computer and conduct basic analysis of the primary acoustic features of the sample of speech. Now to technicalities of how we are going to deliver lectures and class meetings. So first of all the material for this course will be delivered asynchronously, which means all lectures for the course have been video recorded, or will have been video recorded and posted to YouTube. I will provide links to these videos for you, along with links to the corresponding lecture notes on the course webpage, which is listed below. And these will come out as, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or let's say at the beginning of the week, all the lectures for that week will be released. So you can basically watch them at your own convenience, at your own pace. You can watch them and go back to review certain parts which were unclear or less clear. And I'm also planning on hosting a couple of Zoom live sessions to help you study for the midterm and final exam. These sessions will be scheduled during the official class meeting times. And of course, I will be sending you the links to those. So this is only in case we're delivering the class online, and I am assuming we will for now. My office hours will directly follow the official class meeting times, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 12, to give students an opportunity to ask about any other course-related questions you might have. So, it is important to keep in mind that we're still operating in extraordinary circumstances, which are less than ideal for university level instruction this semester. And in spite of these challenges, I will do my best to deliver the best possible course to you. So we will make it work, and I hope you will learn a lot. So the course outline for now is written and tentative, of course. So do not think all of this is set in stone. We will talk about it during the term, but for now it is the way it is, because we're going to transfer online or transit online. You will need to have certain technological requirements in order to follow what was being told to you. So in order to successfully engage in their learning, in your learning experience for Linguistics 341, students taking this course will need to have reliable access to the following technology, or you will have to have this access: a computer with supported operating system, as well as latest security and malware updates. I believe you will have that current and updated web browser as well, webcam and or camera, built-in or external, whichever you want. Microphone and speaker. This is maybe the most essential: microphone and speaker, because you will be required to produce and send these productions or recordings to me, you will be required to have a decent microphone, and I'll let you know if it's decent enough to make recordings, and a stable internet connection, of course, with current antivirus. So most current laptops and computers have this, and if you have been a student of the University of Calgary in the past year and a half, then you will probably do know that you probably have all of these. You're probably used to online delivery. So if you do not have any of these, or some of these, or one of these requirements, let me know. Please let me know, and we'll figure out a way to accommodate you. The course webpage. All lecture notes, handouts, homework exercises, along with updated versions of this syllable will be posted to both D2L, so I'm emphasizing D2L, and the course website listed above. So this is the course website. Okay, here it is. It's a fancy looking one. So if I refresh it, yeah, it goes like this. But that's only a front, as you say. So on this course website, you can click on the links below to download lecture notes, homework exercises, handouts, or visit some phonetics links. So if you click, for example, on lecture notes, the lecture notes will be open. You can also navigate this menu and go to just click on lecture notes. Very simple. Haven't uploaded anything yet, but they will be uploaded, of course, as I'm recording this a little bit beforehand. All the lecture notes will be uploaded here. Also, another thing to consider is homework. Homework is here. When you click on it, you will have transcription exercises, graded homework exercises, and production exercises with the due dates. So pay attention to these due dates, and I'll of course be reminding you of these as we are we're going through the course. Then I posted some handouts for you. For now, course syllable is not up yet, but it will be. Course census will be up, and I'll ask you to do it. That's something we are doing every year in Linguistics 341. And links are here. There are plenty of links that you might need or you don't need, so you can take a look or go through those. Instructional videos are not up yet because we don't have any apart from this one that I'm recording, and transcription of videos will be up very soon. There is also another usually students used a website called UFC Linguistics 341, but I'll ask you not to use it this time because it's Dr. Winters' website. Of course, my website is quite similar to his, but we might have different lecture notes. We might have different homework exercises and everything. So please do not refer to this website, except if you want to look at some certain links, maybe LaTeX codes. I'll definitely point you towards these. And I'm not saying you shouldn't use those, but you should, of course, use all the available resources there are, but focus on what matters right now. So do not use it for now. And also, it was easier for me to develop this on my own website in order to upload lectures, in order to upload PDFs, links, and whatnot, and not ask every time I need to upload something, not ask Dr. Winters to do so because he's on his sabbatical. And this is, I mentioned, I've been TAing for this course 3 times already with Dr. Winters, so I believe you're in good hands right now. Okay, now let's get back to our syllabus. The textbooks that you'll need are basically Peter Ladefoged and Keith Johnson, course in phonetics. both books are available to you in through, of course, the bookshop. This is the Lattifold course in phonetics. Yeah, okay, I'll be down there. Course in phonetics, 7th edition, I think. And it's a pretty good book for this course. Another textbook is a Henning Reeds and Allard Jongman transcription, phonetics transcription, production, acoustics, and perception, 2nd edition. This is a very new one, and it has some additional chapters in comparison to the previous version. So I would ask you to get the new one, but if you have a previous version, let me know. Both of these textbooks are optional, but they're highly recommended. So I would suggest that you read through those as we are going through the course in order to be successful and complete this course successfully. Grading. Yeah, I don't know why there is this full stop, but that's okay. In terms of grading, the course grade will be based on your performance on homework exercises, production exam, course participation, and of course, midterm and final exam. Homework consists primarily of transcription exercises and practices and acoustic analysis. Of course, these assignments are labeled as homework in the course schedule given below, and I'll go through the course schedule in a minute, so that you can see them here. For example, this is the first homework right there. I don't want to skip ahead. Production exercises. So a student will submit their homework assignment in digital form online via D2L. You'll be instructed in how to do this. So I doubt that there will be any problem with this. Let me just show you the D2L website right now at this moment. Okay, let me view this as a student. So as a student, you don't have anything here, but I will reveal to you when the time comes all the Dropbox assignment folders, and there are plenty of those where you should, of course, submit your assignments. It looks something like this. So there will be transcription exercises, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, and homework exercises. For example, for the first homework, you'll submit your homework over here. So that's how it looks like. I'll tell you this a little bit, and maybe come back to this a bit later. These are the grades that will be filled out by me, and you can check your grades anytime at any point during this course on D2L. So that's, I think, important for you to consider. So I'll switch to student. Yeah, okay. So homework exercises, you will have 4 of these graded exercises, but you will have many more transcription exercises, and you will have 4 production exercises. So you will be expected to learn how to produce various sounds of the International Phonetic Alphabet, and that is the alphabet that we will be learning about in the next video. And I will assign production exercises to test your ability to produce the sounds that have been presented in the class. And these sounds can be, of course, English sounds, but they're most likely to be quote unquote exotic sounds, or the sounds that you haven't heard so much in your environment, and the sounds that are not so familiar to you. Or maybe they are, but we'll see what your background is. It's very tempting to production exercises are very important, and I think very useful, because you're developing and owning your listening and production skills. You're listening to the sound as it is spoken, and you're trying to reproduce the sound the way it should be produced. And it helps learn about the mechanisms of sounds, but it also is what's very important for this is that you're primed by your native language. And that's something that's just common sense. No matter how much I try to sound as a native speaker of English, you probably notice that I'm not, right? So it is tough, but not impossible, and it needs a lot of practice to do so, or to do well on these production exercises. For the transcription exercises, it is relatively easy to learn the basic principles of phonetics and phonetic transcription, but you will become better with practice, and you will have a lot of practice of transcribing speech. Usually in the past, people did it on a piece of paper. And if we are doing this, if we are going to do this in person, I'm definitely going to assign to you one of the dictations, as we call them. It will be a fun exercise for you to see how difficult this might be, or maybe easy for some of you. Why not? But we'll figure out that when we come to that step. First things first. So transcription exercises will be labeled as tracks. Oops, here, I think, where it is. Here it is. So they will be labeled as tracks, and production exercises will be labeled as PEX or PEX. So you will understand, you'll make a difference between the two. So approximately 1 transcription exercises per week will be devoted to a review and application of the material covered during the lecture sessions that week. Usually you will have a lot of these, and each week we will give you some assignments to transcribe, or some speech to transcribe. I will review the answers to these assignments in separate videos that I will post to YouTube throughout the semester. So basically, any students who complete these assignments will receive full credit for them. Points will not be taken off. However, points will be taken off if a transcription exercise is complete or carelessly done. So do your best, do all of them, and you're likely to get all of the points. So you will most certainly get all of the points, or you will have max number of points. But if you let's say skip one exercise, if you do not do it, or if you carelessly do it, like half of one, half of the other, half of the third one, you will be taken off points. So just make sure to go through all of them and do your best. Okay, so that's what we want from you. And these transcription exercises are very useful for you to develop your listening skills, to develop your phonetic skills, and to understand the way certain sounds are spoken and produced. The midterm exam, or the exams, will exclusively focus on material covered in the first half of the term. So it's not and the final exam will primarily focus on materials covered in the second half of the terms. Both exams will be open book. We'll see how we're going to deliver these exams. I believe this is the way I'm going to do it. For now, that's what I have planned. The midterm exam will be made available online for one 24-hour window on the date specified in the course schedule below. I will try to time this exam, and you'll have approximately, I think, an hour and a half to complete it and submit it in the Dropbox on D2L. As simple as that. It's usually more than I give students or than we give students in the class. So it's going to be an hour and a half instead of just an hour or 50 minutes even. The final exam will be made available for a 5-day window during the first week of the final exam period, because the final exam period will be on Good Friday, maybe 4 days. Okay, I'll have to reduce that to 4 days. You will be able to download the exam from a link that I will provide you via an email. Once you have downloaded the exam, you will have 3 hours to complete it and submit it by the appropriate Dropbox on D2L. So same thing basically, just it will be timed. So you will have 3 hours, which is more than enough, and you can of course consult any resources you want. So it should be relatively simple if you've studied, if you've learned, if you've attended the lectures, attended, of course, quote unquote, and you should be successful. The production exam will be, I'll talk about it more when we come to that part. The production exam will be similar to production exercises. I will give you a script of words written in the IPA for you to record yourself saying, and you will submit your recordings to me via the appropriate Dropbox on D2L. I will send you the script for the production exam shortly after the class meeting day, and you will have 2 weeks to complete the exam. So more than enough time for you to produce all of these words. Of course, if you're ill or cannot take an exam due to a personal emergency during the scheduled time for an exam, please let me know as soon as possible. If you have any accommodation written up, please let me know. For any of those, we can extend the deadlines for certain homework, for exercises, but you don't have to worry about that, apart from the thing that you have to let me know, please. As I said, if you pay attention and work every week, basically you are on a good course, on track to be extremely successful in this course. All of these are, accumulate throughout the course, and you'll have a chance just by doing the homework, by doing production, by participating, which is basically a transcription exercise, to do well, to pass this course, and to not only pass but thrive in this course. Please note that I will not round up in calculating final grades. So I thought that that is something I should mention to you. I hope all of this is relatively clear. Unfortunately, we're not in classroom. I'm recording this in my living room, so we are you cannot basically ask me, okay, and I cannot ask you, are there any questions? But we will have enough time to discuss through an email or through Zoom about the course syllabus. The resources, there are so many resources you have. These are sound files and exercises from a course in phonetics, I believe. Yeah, here they are. So you can, I guess, click on those and then use your microphone to probably produce them and hear them. Yeah, there's so many. These are chapter 1, chapter 2, 3, 4, 5. You can play around with those and take a look at those. Oops. Okay. Then additional, an older but useful version of the textbooks. Yes, this of the textbooks website may be found here. This one is very useful as well. Most of them, phonetician called Bruce Hayes produced them, and you can find a lot on this one. I believe I have, yeah, helpful sound materials may be found here. So basically, this is from another book from Peter Ladefoged, Vowels and Consonants, where you can find I think all of the vowels around the world. For example, if you want to practice French vowels, such as yeah, you can download them like this and then listen to those. So those are some additional resources that you can take a look at if you are uncertain how to produce something, if you're uncertain what this simple speech sound is, then please consult these resources. For this class, you will be required, number 3 is important, you will be required to submit transcriptions that have been coded in LaTeX or LaTeX, never LaTeX, a free and open source word processing program. If you do not already have LaTeX installed on your computer, you can download a copy of it from here. I will post instructional videos that I recorded, and Dr. Winters recorded once for Mac, and I recorded once for Windows, for people who have Mac and Windows, on how to install LaTeX and how to start working with LaTeX. But here it is, the interface that we will be using, because sometimes Microsoft Word processor is not the most accurate one when it comes to IPA and the International Phonetic Alphabet that we will be using for this course. So LaTeX, you need some time to get used to its interface, but it will, once you get used to it, all of it will be a piece of cake. It looks something like this, the interface, but when you disregard this, and you should, as pretty much set in stone for you, you could just change the text over here and type in something, and we'll show you how. And then you could just do the typeset, and here you go. This is what comes out of this. This is the Dr. Winters's transcription of his name, and I'll do maybe a transcription of mine, but yeah, I won't confuse you. I've in the past I did a transcription of Harry Potter, for example, which is also an interesting name to transcribe. So I'll show you how to do that. No worries. But this is an important piece of software to have, and if you could, start installing, if you could install it now, that would be okay too. Prat is an amazing software. It's not the most precise software there is, but for our purposes and for the purposes of the majority of phoneticians in the world, Prat is a gem. It was developed by Paul Boersma and David Wienik from the University of Amsterdam. I don't think they're phoneticians, they're maybe computer scientists, but Prat, basically you can download it here from for Mac and for Windows. It looks something like this, whereby, okay, it has two windows. The first window is the one that you'll use. The second one is for drawing. We usually close this one and use this window. Once you get used to it, it will be easier. So you can open some files from the some audio files and then view them here. There's so many of these. I already know the shortcuts. You can, for example, zoom it in a little bit to see what's going on here, and you learn about these things. The upper part is called waveform, and the lower part is called the spectrogram. So we'll learn all about these. This is the intensity track. The yellow one and the blue line is the pitch track. So let's not jump ahead too much of ourselves, but this is a great program for listening. You can just listen to this part, for example. Yeah, I'm producing some fricative here, so fun. Yeah, Prat, it's easy to download and install. You just click on it, and there you have it. Following books in the main library might serve you as additional resources or materials for the course, but considering the situation and COVID, you can see whether there are some online versions of these books if you want to consult them. Okay, now I would like to move to the course schedule. Course schedule is outlined here. I've listed the weeks, dates, and days when we are going to cover certain topics. This is the first day where we are going to cover the syllabus and introduction, and plus the overview of the course. In this introduction and the overview, or just the overview of the course, what you're going to learn, and the introduction to the phonetic transcription and phonetics in general will come or will follow up in the next video. For each section or segment, you have a reading list. You can, of course, as I said, books are optional, but are highly recommended. As you can see, for the phonemes of English, you can consult Phon, which is the Phonetics, which is basically the second book that I listed here. We're just using this shorthand for phonetics, transcription, production, acoustics, and perception. And it's clear that a course is a course in phonetics, chapter 2. You won't have any exercises this first week because we need to introduce you to LaTeX, when you will have the first exercise of transcribing your name with what you have, with what you've learned, and just do your best. If you do it, you'll get points for this one, and probably for the second one as well. The broad transcription of certain English words will follow, and you will try to transcribe them to the best of your ability broadly, and I'll speak about that, what it is, in the next lecture. So that's the first week, and the third week, fourth, fifth, and so on and so forth. The first production exercise will be due first 26th of January, when I'll show you how to record your name backwards. It's a good exercise for listening and for your production skills. Then the first graded homework will follow on features plus word transcription. That will be a homework from the book chapters. So it should be fairly easy for you to do this homework. And I know the students in the past have been successful. So that's about it. Then the 7th week, we have reading days, no classes, so no videos for you. As I said, all of these videos, I'll release them as soon as I can, basically. And you should just follow the updates on website and on D2L. The 7th week is the reading days, no classes, and you will have some time to study for your midterm. We will have midterm on most likely on Wednesday, on the first week of the after the reading week, and after that, we'll just review it. I'll probably record a video after we've graded your midterm on how you did. Then in the end, I don't want to go through all of these. We hope to have one review session before the final week or the exam week starts. The final exam should be on April 13th. If we were to do this in person, probably yes, but you will have, you know, a 4 or 5 days window to complete the final exam. So yeah, that's about it. I want to point you to academic misconduct. Don't do it. Don't cheat. Don't plagiarize. Try to do. You can consult with me. You can consult with resources. That's fine. That's what you should do when you're learning something, when you're studying. But just don't think about cheating, because you will fail this exam, and maybe some other consequences will follow. So I want to point you at that. As I said, refer to D2L, refer to this fancy page here, and wait for my updates, wait for my emails. I'll email you all whenever we have anything, whenever I have anything new for you, whenever you are you need to do your homework or transcription exercises and so on and so forth. I'm going to stop sharing, and I am going to say I'm really, really looking forward to this course. I'm looking forward to working with you, to speaking to you, to finding out what you think about phonetics and phonology, but primarily phonetics, right? Which this course is all about. Thank you very much, and yeah, see you in the next video.